Our first step to assist our customer, Amazing Memories, is to design and set up the quality tests that will be used by the receiving warehouse. From our discussions with Amazing Memories, we know that we need to test for damp wood as a common issue across suppliers. We need to test for holes in planks for supplier Hud & Sons, and finally we need to test dimensions when receiving planks from Lignia Sawmill. We use the inspection test design program to set up and configure our tests. Let's start with Hud & Sons. So first we need to give our test a name. I will use a combination of our stock code and supplier name. We need to design our test form, and here we add the fields that will be prompted during the inspection test. So we need to ensure that there are no holes in planks. This will be a checkbox field. And we need to ensure that our wood is dry. So once our fields have been added, we need to save and configure them. So in our discussions with Amazing Memories, we noted that holes in planks is a minor issue for the customer. However, wet wood is a critical issue. So we will leave this as critical and save. Next, let's set up our test for Lignia Sawmill. So I will use a combination of the stock code and supplier name again. And we will design our test form. So again, we need to ensure that wood is dry. So we'll use a checkbox. And we need to test dimensions when receiving planks from Lignia Sawmill. So our field type will be numeric. And let's save our fields. So next we need to configure our fields, remembering that wet wood was considered critical, so we will leave as critical. And dimensions was noted as a major issue, so we will change to major and set up our numeric tolerance. So Amazing Memories provided that the numeric target must be 3. The upper tolerance value must be 3.2 and the lower tolerance value 2.8. Our next step is to configure the acceptance quality limit. Here the quality manager will use the ISO 2859-1 standard to configure the AQL level per stock code. For our wood planks, we will use an inspection level of General Level 2. For our stock code timber plank. And we will set up our different levels for critical, major, and minor. We then move on to link the test we created to the applicable stock code and suppliers. So using the inspection level review program, we are able to add levels for our stock code. Start our review. We'll add a level for process PO inspection, our raw material warehouse, our timber plank stock code, and for our supplier Hud & Sons. So here we will select a sample basis of sample quantity, and I will disable the full test required so our inspector won't need to complete the entire test if it were to fail or pass early. And we can assign a default inspector. So once our level is added, we can link the specific test and save. Okay, let's quickly add our test for Lignia & Sons. Process PO inspection, warehouse raw material, our timber plank, and this time for supplier Lignia sawmill. And let's link our test. And that concludes our setup and configuration. Now let's see our tests in action. We received note that the receiving warehouse have just unloaded deliveries from both Hud & Sons and Lignia sawmill ready for their inspection tests. So using our inspection dashboard, let's have a look at the status of our tests. Our stock code timber plank. And as we can see, there are currently two outstanding tests, GRN 328 and 329. So GRN 328, we can see that we received a quantity of 10, currently in inspection, and our resulting sample quantity of 3. So the tests at the bottom have not started, and we can see that they are linked to the test we created for Hud & Son. Similarly, for GRN 329, we can see that our tests are linked to the test we created for Lignia sawmill. So let's process a test for each supplier and come back to our dashboard to review the updated status. So we conduct our test using the inspection test queue, where we review all the open and outstanding tests and assign to inspectors. So we will be looking at purchase order inspections for stock code, timber plank, okay, we can see that we have 6 tests outstanding in total, 3 for 328 and 3 for 329. Let's capture our test results for this one. So we can confirm that there were no holes in the planks, but unfortunately the wood was damp and I cannot tick that the wood is dry. Submit. And you'll note that all 3R tests have disappeared. So the full test failed due to our configuration of the field wood is dry as a critical test. So let's move on to our next purchase order and post our results. So here we note that the wood is dry and our dimensions tested as 3. And our next plank, we can confirm that the wood is dry and the dimensions was 2.9. And for our final plank within the sample, we can again confirm that the wood is dry and our dimension was 3. So let's jump back into our inspection dashboard and review the updated status. So our stock code timber plank. We can see that one test is in progress as we have not confirmed the results. But here we can see the test and results that we captured for supplier Ligmia Sawmill. If we click on the display test button, we will see that we confirmed wood is dry. And for our first plank, we recorded dimension of 3. And for our test for Hud & Son, we need to include completed. And here we can see that our inspection status failed due to the is wood is dry test that we failed on the first plank. And if we display the test, we can see we found no holes in plank, but the wood was not dry. And with that, our customer Amazing Memories have digitally transformed their once manual process into a digitally controlled quality process using Syspro's quality management module.